Hi, and welcome to the Ankota Training Academy. Let's get started.
Well, hi, this is a training video for a new application that's called the Ankota FMS application. And this is the application that you could use for monitoring your usage of your units of services with Secure Direction in North Carolina. And with that, let's go on to the agenda. What we're going to walk through is how to get to the app. So first of all, the app is available for your phone, and that would be if you have either an iPhone or an Android phone, and also on the web. So we'll show you how to get to those, and then we'll show you how to log in or talk through that. And then we'll walk you through the pieces of the application, which would be looking at the authorizations and then the visits and the associated tasks for those visits to see the detail. We'll show you how you can get a report. And finally, since I'll be giving most of the training using the mobile app screens, I'll show you how it looks a little bit different if you're accessing it on your browser, let's say on a computer on the web. So let's keep going. All right, so if you are an iPhone user, then of course you'd want to get the store from, get the app from the App Store. And if you use the screen right here, you could actually scan this QR code and it will take you right to the page on the App Store. But otherwise, if you're just on your phone and you go to the App Store, you could type in Ankota FMS and search for that in the App Store, and it'll take you there. And the same kind of thing if you're on an Android phone, you can scan this QR code and it'll take you to the right place on Google Play, or you could just go to Google Play on your, let's say, Samsung phone or whichever Android phone you have, and you can again type Ankota FMS and it'll take you there. So that's how you get the app to run on your phone. But you can also run the app if you have, let's say, a computer and you want to run it on the web. You just go to your browser like Chrome or whichever one you use, Safari, and you go to fms.ankota.net. So this is what you would type into your browser, fms.ankota.net, and you'll see a login screen where you'll put in your username and your password. So if I go to the next screen, we're going to see, interestingly, this is the mobile app version of the login screen, and it looks a lot like the web version that you saw on the previous screen. This is what you need to know is that there's been a username set up for each of you. And if not, you could contact the team, Kathy and the team at Secure Direction, and they could help you with that. And your username is going to be your first name dot last name dot EOR. And so that would be, if you need to access the app. So here I have, for example, if your name is Mike Smith, then you would be mike.smith.eor. And then to start out, your initial password is just set to the word password in lowercase. And as soon as you log in, it's going to make you change your password, or there's a link to change your password. So you should be all set with that. So once you log in, we'll keep going. And the first screen you're going to see will show you your authorizations. And there will be one box. And when I say a box, I mean like over here, there will be a box for your authorization. So here, this particular person has an authorization of 620 hours in this time frame, and they have 462 remaining. And as you scroll down, you'll see other authorizations as well if you are authorized for multiple services. And what it'll show you is the start date and the end date, the total number of units, how many are left. And then there's this little line here, and the line basically is sort of an indicator of where we are in time. So if you see, this is an authorization uh, from the beginning of July till the end of June, and we're making this video right after New Year's. So we're right about halfway through the time frame. And basically what this is saying is that so far we're underutilizing our units. So in this case, we could use some more of our units and they're available for us. Now, if it turns out that we've overutilized our units, as you'll see here, you could either see that, maybe the completed units is past the line that is vertical, and then that would show in red. So this is a completed authorization period back in September, and we see that some extra hours were recorded in that period. So that'll show you in red. Now, the other thing I didn't point out here is that the initial screen will show you your active authorizations, but a lot of you have authorizations month by month. So here we are in January. You might want to see, oh, how did I do in December? And then you would just push on this part that says expired, and that would take you through to December. And you could see your November, your October, whatever the case may be, if you have earlier authorizations in the system. Okay, so kind of moving down, the next step is going to be that now I see that I have, in this case, I have 462 hours left, and I want to see how I've used the hours that I've used them so far. Then that's going to be the visit screen. So what you do is on your phone, you would just touch this box with your finger, touch or click if you're on the web, and it's going to expand it. So here it's going to expand it and say, okay, well, the first visit you had was on 9/7, and it was a visit for 1.5 hours, and started at this time and ended at that time, and so on. And it's going to list all of your visits in order, and you can go through them. And you see here, I actually blurred out the caregiver's name. So that's that. All right, and then the next screen is kind of the next level of detail. So you might want to see what tasks were performed on that visit. And here you can see that on that visit on that day, if you touch on this visit, that it had assisting, bathing, errands, hygiene. So that, of course, would be the tasks, the support tasks that are relevant for you in your situation. And that's that. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is that we also have a report. So if you want to kind of get a report that you could print out, you could press this button that says download the PDF. And when you do that, it's going to say, well, what date range do you want the report for? So here I went and I said, I clicked on here, I clicked on the calendar, I said it's September 1st, and then I said, select the end date. It brought up a calendar again. I went through today, which happens to be January 7th. And then as soon as I have my dates in here, in this case, September 1st through January 7th, I press the download button. And then on the next screen, it's going to give me the full report. So here it's going to tell me, okay, this was the one that ran over. This is the one that is going on, and so on. So you could get, kind of a nice report that you could print out and look at how you're doing with active authorizations and previous authorizations. So with that, that's really everything that's in the application. But as I said, everything I've shown you so far was using the screens on the mobile app. And I actually recorded this on a Samsung Android phone, but if you have an iPhone, it should look exactly the same. But the other way that you could access the app is through the web. And I already showed you the login screen. But here, since you have, your browser on your computer and you're running in that situation, you'll see you have the same download PDF button that we just went through. But instead of, just having all of your boxes on top of each other and scrolling with your finger on your phone, since the screen is wider, it's going to give you a left column and a right column and so on. But it works the same way. So if I were to click into this authorization and I wanted to see the visits, then it would show me the visits. Again, I blurred out the direct service worker's name in this case. And then if I click on this little arrow here, I could see the detail. And so when I do that, it again has two columns and it shows me everything that I need to see. So with that, that's going to conclude our training for this application. And just to recap, we've gone through how to access it, how to log in, and we've walked through the functionality, how to get the report. And we did it originally on the phone, and then we did it on the web. So hopefully this will help you get started. If you have any questions, reach out to, Kathy, Jamie, and Jeff, the team, and they can help you. And if it's something with the technology, then they'll reach out to us and we'll make any corrections that we need to in the app. But I think it should be working great for you. And I thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.